What's good, Live to Live? Welcome back to another video.
It's the flights in the city and I'm about to take off. And I'm about to take off. It's the flights in the city and I'm about to take off.
It's your boy Jay.
And I'm Taryn.
And we're back with another video. And as you can see from the title of today's video, it's a little sit down talk about moving out for your first time, like getting an apartment. Is it just, no, yeah, just
not for your first time necessarily, but I feel like most people who are doing it for the first time will probably get the most from this.
Exactly. We're sitting down with some wine and we're gonna share a little bit of our experience and then give you some tips and things that we felt like worked for us and things that we didn't do and things of that sort, right? So, what we're sipping on today.
Some Fleur du Vie.
So, my boy Ab, one of my closest friends, he released his wine. So he has a wine company. It's called Fleur du Vin, and it's his last name. And du vin is wine in Creole French, however you want to say it. But yeah, so that's what we're sipping on today. It's a nice white wine. It's a little hint of some sweetness. How would you describe this?
I'm not good at describing wines. I don't really know
That's
anything.
what I'm saying.
My best friend, aka his girlfriend, described it as a little bit less dry than a Sauvignon Blanc. And I feel like that's pretty good.
Right, and it's crisp and it's like, it's perfect. So this is what we're sipping on today. We'll have this linked in the first description about. He currently has a sale going on. He currently has a sale going on. Like she said, it's black owned, so support black owned businesses. We're buying black the rest of 2020. So
it's for the rest of our lives.
Exactly.
What you mean?
Even better. So that's the first link in the description. They got a sale going on right now. Go check it out. Go grab yourself a bottle of wine to celebrate. And yeah, let's jump into this video. Before we jump into like our tips and tricks, I think we should go a little bit of our background, just kind of like, maybe just from college on.
So I went to BC for undergrad and I stayed on campus for like 4 years technically, but I had an extra semester because I was on medical leave. So I didn't have housing for that last semester. So I was staying at Jay's house. And the summer before that, I kind of spent the summer in an apartment in Boston in West Roxbury. But other than that, no real renter's experience after college. His family was nice enough to let me stay with them rent-free, and I really needed that. I stayed for a whole year before moving into this apartment now.
A little bit more background. So I went to Bridgewater State with Darren. You guys know who D is. We dormed our freshman year and then our sophomore year. Stopped dorming for my last 2 years of college, which allowed me to stay home, save some money, which is very, very crucial. For those who don't know, we have a dog. And his name is Cairo. And like T said, if you don't know, that means you haven't watched our home tour video, our furnished apartment tour. So go watch that. That'll also be linked in the description. So the unfurnished tour is going to be linked in the description, and the furnished tour is going to be linked in the description. Go check both of those out. But in our furnished tour, we said we got a dog, and he's acting crazy, you know? Now we're going to get into the nitty gritty of things, like the reason why you guys are here. So first and foremost, move out because you feel and know that you're ready. And I want you to know both. So I want you to feel ready and I want you to know that you're ready. I think like you're gonna feel ready fairly early just cause like if you went to college and got to dorm, you experience freedom. You know what I'm saying? You've experienced your own freedom, waking up at your own time, cooking for yourself, providing food for yourself, whatever the case is. So you might feel like you're ready to move out way before you're actually ready to move out. So that's why I say know that you're ready to move out. Understand that like it takes planning. It's not something that's just like you see your friends moving out and things of that sort and then you just want to run and move out, or that you're just like, I just want to be on my own. So then you up and go move out, because I think a lot of people rush and do that, and then there's the financial burden or not having a backup plan, or just things happen in life, like currently quarantine and COVID and everything that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? We've moved out in the kind of like right before it happened, but like there's people who are still moving out and things of that sort, and that might affect them in a certain way. People might have a job currently.
Well, that's important. Like we obviously understand that not everybody has the perfect situation where you can stay with your parents up until you feel like monetarily and emotionally you're ready to move out. Some people have toxic family members or, you know, just sketchy situations where they need to move out really quickly or even before they're ready. And so hopefully the rest of these tips work for you as well. Okay, so for the, I guess, second tip, we'd say get organized. So this can come in like many different ways. I made an Excel sheet or a Google sheet and shared it with Janati and our roommate. Basically the column was like price, address, link, the amenities, proximity to like your job or public transportation if that's how you travel. Another thing is that you need to like write down your non-negotiables from the jump. So you need to brainstorm and think like, do I want in-unit laundry, or am I okay with coin op in the basement? Do I want a guaranteed parking spot, or is street parking okay? Do I drive at all? Like, there's plenty of things that you like need to make sure that whatever rental property that you're going for has what exactly you need. For example, we couldn't go to a place that didn't allow pets because we knew that within a few months we were planning on getting a dog.
Exactly.
We kind of like marked them by price and, you know, what was closer to our budget. So once we had like that all worked out, we decided to visit them. And I would say it's a little weird with COVID, and I know a lot of places are doing like virtual tours because there's no way to like see through pictures exactly what these spaces look like. And honestly, people take pictures to try and sell their property, not to like necessarily tell you the truth. So you can get in there and you can see rat droppings in the floor, in the corner, and know that it probably has a little pest problem, or it did before. There's just so many little things that actually visiting the property allows you to see. Don't be afraid to ask your landlords or the realtors questions. Literally ask them anything. That's what they're there for. They're supposed to know everything about this property.
Facts.
And help you in a way that like you'll end up with the best, I guess, realtor experience.
So yeah, just making sure that, you know, everything is just good and exactly like you want it. Like we said, be picky, so make sure like this is exactly what you want. No question is a dumb question. Get all the answers before, because after visiting, after that, this is the next steps. It's like, do you want this? Because we have other people lined up for this.
Like, honestly, I feel like our move went by so smoothly. Like,
it was amazing.
Like, I expected it to be, like, this was literally the first apartment that we viewed. Right off the bat, we were like, oh, this is perfect, but, you know, a little too good to be true.
Exactly.
So we visited other places and realized, no, it's just perfect. Like, and sometimes you get lucky like that, but if we weren't prepared and had a bunch of other places, like, we wouldn't have known. Find someone to room with, unless you're rooming by yourself. Congratulations, that's amazing.
Right.
Especially in Boston.
For sure.
But if you're rooming with somebody else, please make sure that you can trust this person. Like, these are tied to your credit. Like, they do credit checks.
Huge.
Like, this is a lease in your name. And if your roommate, like, most people don't really like split the leases up. Like, I write a check for every month, and I get money from the rest of them, but my landlord doesn't care if Richard moves out. If Richard moves out, I'm still gonna be paying
still
every
better
month.
come. Exactly.
Like, exactly. And so you don't want to be left high and dry. You definitely need to find somebody that has good credit history, that has a job that you know is gonna stay around and be able to pay, and somebody that you trust, that you don't think is just gonna peace out on you and leave you with the entire rent to pay.
These might be tough conversations with people, but that is okay. Like she's saying, there is so much responsibility in ownership. Granted, we do not own these apartments, we're renting them, but you get what I'm saying. Your name is on this. This is you owning this. This is your apartment. Find people you can trust. Find out what their credit is. Find out what job they have. If they're sure they're gonna stay in their job for the long term. You know what I'm saying? You have to know these things, because in any given situation, anything can happen, and they could be like, yo, I can't pay this. Now what? Where are we now? So
kind of off that point, if you can get a cosigner, do it, because that's exactly what these rental people are looking
so
for.
A cosigner is someone, in the case if you could not make rent, if you could not pay for rent, the cosigner forfeits up the money for the rent. So whether it's your parents or a friend or a mentor, whatever the case is. Wow, we're doing good. We're doing good not talking over each other.
So now that we've talked about how to like find a good apartment and tips on staying organized, here's how to move without you know, all this extra stress.
The actual moving portion. Plan your move in the sense of like getting people to help you. What we did, we rented a U-Haul. I don't really remember how much it was or how long.
It wasn't that expensive, so I don't think we paid more than $100 for like the entire day of using it.
And granted, you're not gonna always need a U-Haul, but I think like for me, this was the first time I've ever moved out. I was coming from my parents' house, my family home, so I had a bunch of things I wanted to bring with me. So of course I wanted a U-Haul, you know what I'm saying? And then there were other things like we were buying a new couch, we were getting like other furnitures and things like that. So that was definitely involved in this as well. Make another list of things that you want for your place, but also multiple like alternatives for that thing. Say you want a lamp, look it up on Facebook Marketplace, look it up on Amazon, look it up on eBay, look it up on Craigslist, look it up in multiple places. Once again, you're picky and this is your first time moving, so you might just be super impulsive. You just want to move, you just want to get this stuff. So you might just see something at IKEA and you're like, hey, I want it. And it might be $50 at IKEA, and if you looked on eBay, it was 10. You know what I'm saying? So
there's a spreadsheet for that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Make a spreadsheet for that. Make a spreadsheet for that too. Make a spreadsheet for the things that you want in your place.
I don't know if this would be a different point or like a sub point to that, but measure what you plan on bringing with you. Like I brought up the floor plan beforehand, but like I feel like I've seen a lot of people who moved into their new place and they're like, oh, this is a cute couch, it's gonna go with my da-da-da-da, and they get in and the couch doesn't fit and their bed doesn't fit, and they realize that when you're looking at an empty room, things look huge, and then when you start putting things in it, that space, boop, dries up. Measure all your stuff, get everything planned out, and like it might sound a little tedious, but like you'll see that all the prep work that you do in the beginning really pays off, in that you don't have that much work once you're, you know, in the process of moving.
100%. When you are moving your stuff and you're putting it in boxes and bags and certain things like that, make sure you're labeling certain things. Make sure you're like, this side up, these are my clothes, these are the things I know where to go, these are my sneakers, these are breakable things, you know what I'm saying?
Which feeds into the last point, I believe.
Exactly, it's the last one.
Is to deep clean before packing. It's so important. Get rid of shoes that you don't wear anymore, makeup that's old and expired that you never cleared out, you know, your
clothes from middle
textbooks
school,
from college, like literally everything. You need to go through what serves me, what doesn't serve me. Am I ever gonna wear this again? Am I clinging onto this for no reason?
Right. I think that's huge, because I think it's also like, understand that you're starting new, you're starting fresh. You want to start on a clean slate. Clear all that old stuff out.
Give it to Goodwill, Salvation Army.
Give it to your little cousins, whatever it is.
Do what you have to do.
Exactly, but just get it out your apartment. Don't even out of sight, out of mind, and then you move into your new apartment. You figure out what new things you need, what good energy and new energy you can bring to your apartment.
Because there's really no point in moving a bunch of stuff that you don't use to your new apartment to also not be used.
But yeah, that was the last point, the deep clean. And I think the deep clean also translates into, also when you're moving into your new place, disinfect the place. You know what I'm saying? Screw all the COVID stuff that's happened. Before all that, you should still be clean. You know what I'm saying? You should still be cleaning these places, sweeping the floors. They haven't had anybody else live in these places. Maybe you might move into an apartment that did have someone in before. That's even more of a reason why you should be cleaning and disinfecting
And
things.
honestly, most of your furniture, after you move it, you're not gonna move again. Like, our couch, it's gonna stay there.
Here, exactly.
Like, yeah, we might, move it, try and, dust or vacuum underneath it, but for the most part, like, the wall behind our couch, underneath our couch, those areas aren't gonna get seen for probably our entire 16 months here. Exactly. So what's really important is that we wash the floors and we dusted and we washed the walls and we got the base, the foundation clean, because we know over time dust is gonna build up and all of that.
Exactly. I think that about wraps it up for the tip portion. I really hope you guys use these tips. Like, these tips, they will serve you. They truly will. Coming from us, and we're not like experts, but like we're saying,
by any means,
by any
literally
means,
our first
exactly, seriously. But being able to say that our transition to moving here was amazing. It was amazing. There's nothing I regret. I think everything went super smoothly. You even have a video of us like the day we're moving in. Like, everything was good and sweet, you know what I'm saying? And it's because we prepared for it. We were ready for it. I feel like I didn't say this yet, but make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you've gotten this far into the video.
Especially subscribe.
Exactly. Definitely subscribe.
We have a goal, guys.
We're trying to get to 1,000
subscribers by the end of 2020.
Yes, 1,000 by the end of the year. So subscribe, especially if you're this far into the video. And based off like our analytics, a lot of people be watching our video and they don't be subscribed. They just be like finding it from wherever they find it or whatever because we told them to go watch it. But like, subscribe,
so
please.
What is he doing?
Moving out is possible for everybody. I definitely know everybody's situation is different, so like some people it might not be possible for, but I'm just saying it's possible in the sense that you can achieve anything. You can do anything. If you feel like you want to move on, you're ready to move out, go move out. Just watch this video first. All right, but thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. We really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out Abner's Wine, Montfleur du Vin. It will be linked in the description, so go check them out. They're currently running a sale till the end of August. We don't want you to miss out. And yeah, you got anything to say to sign out?
I think I'm good. Bye,
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
guys. See ya.
Deuces.